Hello, good day. I'm a little scared, but I've been needing to do this for quite a while. And will anybody really care? Probably not, but I do think that these kind of videos are fun. Um, so let's get right into it. There is so much. It's a fucking mess. Um, like I said, I'm a little scared just because there's so much, and I don't even know how long this is gonna take. So, anyways, let's start out with some cinema. We got Anaconda with Jennifer Lopez. A lot of Jennifers, I get them mixed up from time to time, but also has Ice Cube, of course. So how could you forget that? Um, we need to start a counter. I'm not actually going to do that because there's so many, but of unopened Blu-rays and or 4Ks or whatever else. So this is unopened, so that's fun. And just as a bonus, so I don't forget, there's this one that I was thinking about watching last night, but it's Hell Comes to Frogtown with Roddy Piper in it, and I've heard just the most batshit things about this. So, and reading the log line on the back, you could definitely see that. So it's cool. It's got the clear Blu-ray case. So that one is also unopened. Don't ask me. I have a problem. Speaking of which, I'm really not doing myself any favors. An American Werewolf in London on 4K. So that's pretty cool. The more time has gone on, the less of a fan I am of John Landis. But this is essential 80s horror as far as like special effects and whatnot that you can get in this. So I'm due for a rewatch one of these days of this, and it's got some pretty cool artwork on the front. So, and it's Arrow Video, so that's cool. I don't have many of theirs, but I have some. Quintessential dad film, American Sniper with Bradley Cooper. Unopened as well. Got American Beauty with He Who Shall Not Be Named. I've only seen it once. I have this old Nightmare on Elm Street Blu-ray. This thing is this is like right around when I first started collecting. So, and plus I got the a collection of it, which you'll see later on, but some I need to give away. If I have a collection or an updated version, usually I'll give away the older versions I have if someone doesn't have them. Got a 4K of Clockwork Orange, never seen it. So that's one of the bigger hitters that are off of my watched, so I need to watch that at some point. 1917. I bet this would be absolutely gorgeous on 4K, but I have the Blu-ray. I got 500 Days of Summer, quintessential movie when you're the hopeless romantic and you're just like kind of getting into movies and you don't really get the idea of what it's supposed to be about. So that was me. Now, I haven't watched it in a while, but I always enjoyed it. Got a 4K of 300 for some reason. And this one is unopened as well. Luckily, it's got this cool slipcase. It's in pretty good condition. Sometimes the slipcases can kind of get a little worse for wear, but 300's okay from what I remember. I haven't watched it in a while. So maybe that'll be another theme of stuff that I'm covering. This was a gift. This is 13 Hours with John Krasinski, based on a true story, some kind of a military film, probably some propaganda. Same with this. This was a gift, 12 Strong, Chris Hemsworth. So there we go on that. Got American Psycho. That's another old one, a Blu-ray. So uncut version. Got this film I've never watched, surprise, surprise, and it's still in the packaging, but it is Alligator. This is a Scream Factory edition, so I see a big alligator or shark or some kind of creature of this world. I'm probably going to be somewhat of a fan, so I got the Tupac biopic, All Eyes on Me. Got the 40th anniversary of Alien on 4K, which I bet looks absolutely fire. So I'm excited to watch that at some point again. This was a gift. It is the Alfred Hitchcock 4K collection. So it's got Rear Window, Vertigo, Psycho, and The Birds. I've never seen Rear Window. I've seen Disturbia, which is apparently Rear Window lights. I've never seen Vertigo. I've seen Psycho, and it's been a really long time, but I remember watching The Birds in one of my high school film classes, and I loved it. So that's a very good gift. I believe Logan got me that. So, and there's a few others that he's gotten me that's pretty cool. I'll try to remember. Got Akira on 4K, also still never been opened. So there you go. If you're taking shots for never been open, you're probably shit-faced by now. And I'm adding to it because we got Ad Astra with Brad Pitt, never been open 4K. So, I've been kind of in the mood for a space movie, so maybe I need to watch that at some point. The pile is beginning to pile up, but I'm moving one pile to another pile so I can reorganize my shelf. But I can already tell it's gonna get quite out of hand. We got A Quiet Place. It's a pretty underrated horror movie of the last couple years, so that's good and fun. Got The Disaster Artist with the one Franco who shall not be named, so I'll just go ahead and cover him up now. James Franco, Dave Franco. Got the pug on the back, so fuck yeah, can't beat it. Got The Devil's Rejects. I think. Oh no, my disc isn't in it. So I thought that there was something. There's a story behind this, I believe. So I think I lent it to someone and they never gave it back. So I need to upgrade. There's probably a good upgrade somewhere for that. So I'll just go ahead and sit it back there so I can forget about it and not be OCD about it. Got Demon Slayer Mugen Train, which was really cool. Ringoku, my guy. Haven't seen it in a long time. Need to give it a rewatch. I've lost track of the series because there's so many seasons that I've just been kind of falling behind on. The Departed, never seen that. Shocker, but some of the Blu-rays I got like super cheap from Big Lots. I used to work there, and sometimes they would just randomly have like piles of Blu-rays, and I was like, Death Proof. I remember doing a video talking about that. The original Deadpool. Dawn of the Dead. Man, this is like a thick case. I guess because it's got a DVD in it as well. First Criterion, Blowout. I'm trying to remember who. Brian De Palma. I was going to say I could not remember who directed that. Best Buy, haven't opened this, but they done Immaculate with the sticker on the front of this for Blade Runner. The 4K, Final Cut, all that good stuff. So I just watched this last night, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. For my thoughts, pretty freaking good. Was not a fan of the montage segments throughout, but other than that, pretty perfect film. I can't even tell. I don't think this is a steelbook, but got the Back to the Future trilogy. I've only seen the first Back to the Future, and I think this was like kind of cheap, so I was like, fuck it, I'll get all of them. Still need to watch the other two, of course. This one was big for me in my teenage years. Got Baby Driver, Edgar Wright. Got just the Blu-ray. I don't even think this has been open. Wow. Of Avengers Infinity War. So cool, fun. This is one of my oldest ones. The original Avengers. That's fun. Got a triple feature of Austin Powers, so that is absolutely peak cinema right there. You can't go wrong with that. Yes. Anyways, this is Scream Factory. I was just talking to Tyler about this, but a 4K of Army of Darkness. It's been quite a while since I've watched any of the Evil Deads, aside from the newer ones, but the originals I need to rewatch. Got a Blu-ray of The Crow. Okay, Creed. Still haven't seen the other two Creeds. I told you I'm a fan of big animals. We got Crawl. A great movie to watch with the family. Another Criterion. Come and see. Like I said, definitely watch it with a small child. We got Commando with Arnold. Big Arnold guy. What can I say? Consecration? I'm going to be honest. I feel like I'm pretty good at spelling, but that took me a minute. I don't even think that's been opened. I think that's a fairly new one. I don't even remember why I got that. Castaway on Blu-ray. Got, this is probably one of my favorite ones I got. It's Coraline on Steelbook. I remember seeing a re-release of it in theaters, and that was really fun. Haven't seen this, shocker, but Casino, and that's like pretty essential Scorsese, so I've been thinking about watching that recently. Don't have this one opened up, but it's The Winter Soldier, which is probably one of my favorite MCU films on 4K. And I think, okay, one of these is open. Okay, so Dark Knight Rises, 4K. Dark Knight, 4K, not opened. And Batman Begins on 4K. Love Batman Begins. Alright, this isn't open, but this is a really good film. Banshees of Inisherin. And here's one of the Big Lots pickups. We got Arrival, which I've never seen. So that's one that's been on my radar. This is like kind of... Do I got this fucked up? Huh. It's kind of strange how this case is laid out, but Apocalypse Now. It's got like a bunch of different cuts. A 6-disc set. Holy fuck. Still have never seen that. You're probably asking if I even watch movies. Yes, I do. It's just some of these ones. I don't know. I'm like, oh, I need that. That's essential. And then it goes, years without seeing it. Sealed 4K of Black Panther. Was really good. I remember watching that in theaters. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. Got a Bruce Lee double feature, which this is kind of outdated because Logan had gifted me a Bruce Lee Criterion set that I'll be showing later, but this is The Big Boss and Fist of Fury. Beau is Afraid, which was an absolute trip whenever I watched that for the first time. I am probably due for a rewatch, unfortunately. Got The Big Lebowski. I watched some of this, didn't finish it. Need to get back on that. And probably one of my favorite pieces in the collection still hasn't been opened, but it is The Batman Steelbook from Best Buy. So, yes. I kind of wonder if I should keep it in the package. I don't know. But, yes. Alright, next, let's see. I have a 4K of Escape from New York. Love me some John Carpenter, so had to get that. I saw this in theaters. Probably one of the coolest theater experiences. Enter the Dragon so I had to get that on 4K. Got Edward Scissorhands. One of my faves. I need to upgrade this. Django Unchained. Haven't seen this. I know I suck. Dunkirk. Haven't opened this, but this would probably be a religious experience on a rewatch. Dune, I believe from 2021. Need to upgrade this. Drive, classic bro cinema. Got a Criterion of Do the Right Thing. I still have yet to watch this, but I love, especially with Criterion, how they take so much time in manufacturing the cases and the design. So I am definitely in need of watching that. Okay, and as stated previously, Rear Window, I mean, Disturbia. Alright, and this is where I'm having an existential crisis, because I didn't even think I had fucking owned this, and there's dust on it, so, like, I need, like, shot in the head, no exaggeration, but Dune Part 2, I did not even remember that I had this, so that's fucking great. I'm glad I have it, because I saw that in IMAX. That was my first film that I saw in an IMAX theater. It wasn't the best IMAX theater, but it was still awesome seeing Dune on screen, so got a Criterion of Mulholland Drive from my guy, David Lynch. This is the most recent add-on, so it's got an excuse for being in case, or in packaging, the Hatchet series, so Hatchet 1 through 3, along with Victor Crowley, so maybe we'll cover that on the podcast one day. I'll get on to these just because they're sitting here. Got Gone Girl. This is a pretty underrated thriller. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I'm definitely due for a rewatch on it. Loved this one. This one was pretty influential for me whenever I was getting into film, so saw this in theaters. Get Out. Love. I'm excited to see what Jordan Peele has next. Got The French Dispatch. I think I watched a little bit of this. I haven't seen it all the way through. Love this. I was just talking about this the other day, and I think that this was going out of print for a while, but I can't remember if that's still the case. Hopefully not, but The French Connection. Love. I gotta stop saying I love everything. Then it loses its meaning. Criterion, Francis Ha. I almost said it. About Greta Gerwig, though. First Blood with Sylvester Stallone. Got an old Blu-ray of Fight Club. So 10-year anniversary. That came out in 98 or 99. So that is an old Blu-ray, friends. This is also an old one, but a classic. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I loved that shit. I gobbled that shit up whenever I was in my teenage years. Fargo, really underrated one. You know, the Coens are kind of ass anymore, I feel like. It kind of, I don't know. I feel like they peaked. They've peaked, and there's just, I don't know. They don't be doing it like they used to. This one's like kind of shifted, which is weird. Maybe this was like too smushed together, but Fantastic Mr. Fox. I really want to rewatch this one. Big fan of stop motion and of autumn, fall, and that's what this pretty much is. So Got a Criterion of Eyes Without a Face. I started this, didn't get to finish it, but I need to finish. Got The Exorcist from William Friedkin, based off the William Peter Blatty novel. So that's always a classic. Now I feel like I'm calling everything a classic. This is another older Blu-ray. I need to upgrade. Me and Tyler were talking about that as well. But Evil Dead OG and then Evil Dead 2. That's probably going to get some use here soon. A Blu-ray of Everything Everywhere All at Once. This has been a while since I watched this. Do people still like that? I mean, I enjoyed it whenever I watched it. I mean, I remember that was like the big point of discussion for a long time was, is that film overrated? But I don't know. You be the judge. I thought it was good, but got Escape from LA. I'm pretty sure he surfs on a shark in that movie, so that's definitely something I need in my life. This is the Godzilla section, so barring one collection, which I might get down. I mean, I'm going to cover it, but right now, I don't know. I'm already like, holy fuck, there's so much, and we're only in the G's, so love that for me. I got the 2014 Gareth Edwards Godzilla. I love watching video essays where people talk about, of course, the films I like, but somebody was talking about this, and they had mentioned how dark it is, and this is a very dark movie. So, does anybody know if the 4K improves upon this? Because there is a 5-movie collection where it's all the MonsterVerse movies, including Kong. So, I probably need to upgrade because I don't have any of those other movies also. And I've never seen Kong Skull Island, so, Big Monkey, I need that in my life. All right, and these are all relatively new pickups. So, Shin Godzilla, the 4K, bless up. I got this from the Godzilla website, so I got it as the steelbook. And I remember for a long time, I think the only way that you could watch Shin Godzilla here in the States was the dub, and the dub is fucking atrocious. So I'm glad that I have a version to where I can, watch it the way I want to watch it. I got this when I was on vacation last year. Still haven't opened it, but Godzilla versus Biollante. So got some Heisei going on. Big plant monster, and I love the Heisei design of Godzilla, so that's super, super cool. All of these are super recent pickups. When I was in Texas, like a month or two ago, and I found a physical media store, and it was just like, holy shit, I'm in heaven, so, and they had some Godzilla, so I got some Godzilla 2000, so, and he looks really cool in this. If you can see him there, he looks like, our guy, our king. And reading some of these out, I'm always like like, it sounds so natural when somebody else is saying it, but when I'm reading it, I'm like, holy fuck. So we got Giant Monsters All Out Attack and Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. So pretty sure that's Millennium Era that we got going on with that. So that's cool. And I think same with this. So it's Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2 and Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. So got some good Godzilla going on. Because some of the Heisei and I believe some of the Millennium Era films are kind of harder to acquire as well. There's not, like how the Showa Era has a dedicated box set that you can buy. It's pricey, but you can buy, and it's easy to have all of them there at once. Heisei and Millennium, you kind of have to sparingly buy what you can and whatnot. This is probably one of the coolest editions of any movie I have, but this is the Godzilla -1. I believe it's just like the exclusive to the Godzilla website, and it comes with a little booklet, and all of it's in Japanese, but you get like some cool photos from the film along with some exclusive poster arts, which is super cool. And for the actual case that the films are in, it has this cool spread. And these come with Blu-rays and 4Ks, and it comes with -1, obviously, and then minus color, which I thought was so cool that they did. And seeing -1 in theaters was probably one of my favorite theater experiences as well, and I can't wait for -0 to come out. That's going to be super cool. Some ones that I think I'm going to try and keep my shelf. This is how I had it before it got just completely out of hand, but in somewhat of an alphabetical order, as you can maybe see that some of them kind of coincide with the alphabet. So these are some ones that I had recently watched, so we're not on the immediate shelf because I just have to have stuff scattered about to make it more hard on myself. So we got Black Christmas, Day of the Dead, also John Carpenter's The Fog on this really cool steel book. All right. Gosh, where do we even start? I kind of fucked myself on how I positioned this one because I was going to do it in like year order, but this is going to be the Halloween section. So kind of like the Godzilla section, this is going to be for Halloween. All right, so we got this steel book. It's really hard to see if the light's not on it. Steel book of Halloween Kills. Pretty cool steelbook, and a pretty good movie. Probably, I don't know if it beats out 2018, but it's pretty close. So got 2018. This is a older Blu-ray, so I remember seeing that in theaters with my friends, and I'd recently reminisced with one of them. I remember it was around the time, so I would have been 16 or 17, and my friend didn't have an ID, so he didn't have a way of getting in. So this random stranger had bought him his ticket, and he had told us about how he watched the original in theater, so just a fun memory. Rob Zombie's Halloweens, got Halloween, the first one he did, and Halloween 2. I will say, upon a rewatch, Halloween 2 is really, I feel like, kind of underrated. Not that bad. I know that's a pretty hot take, but, it's only my opinion. Let's all calm it down. A lot of people were upset with my my take on the Halloween game that we're getting, but hey, it's just my opinion. I mean, All right, we got Scream Factory. All of these are Scream Factory. I upgraded, thankfully. So Scream Factory, Halloween Resurrection. And it's very cool how all of the covers kind of are the same art style. H2O took me a minute there. Again, it's weird kind of going back like in the reverse order. Curse of Michael Myers, fucking abysmal movie in my opinion. Personally, I think I prefer Resurrection over it, but I just gotta have a whole separate Halloween tier ranking. I feel like I've just been people just I don't know. Halloween fans are pretty anal about stuff, so we'll see. Halloween 5? Yes, 5. All right, so Halloween 5. We got Halloween 4, The Curse of Michael Myers. I really warmed up to this one upon a rewatch. We got Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Not too long ago, Tyler was able to secure me a Tom Atkins autograph. So thank you, Tyler, and thank you, Mr. Tom. Mr. What was his name in the movie? Doctor. Fuck. What was his name? It was like Childers or something, wasn't it? Chalice. There we go. Halloween 2. Snooze Fest. And the first John Carpenter's Halloween. So there we go on that. Gosh, I really just grabbed a bunch of shit, didn't I? Holy fuck. Alright. Got Mission Impossible Fallout. That was some cinema when I saw it in theaters. Never really had much dealings with any other Mission Impossible film, funny enough, so haven't watched this yet, but it just looks like it'd be some fun. I'm still here with Joaquin Phoenix. Got a Criterion of David Lynch's Inland Empire. I started it. I wasn't able to finish it. Something came up, so I got to rewatch it. Got Ikiru by Akira Kurosawa, and when I saw this, I was blown away. It is slow, but it is very, very good. That's what made me a Kurosawa fan. So, Indiana Jones 4 movie 4K collection, because there's only 4 movies. We're just not going to count. What was the fucking Dial of Destiny? Holy shit, dude. That took some years off my life, I won't lie. We got Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Got the Criterion. Got some really cool artwork. I think I had started that one as well, but didn't finish it. So gonna have to rewatch that. Got the Chungking Express. I can't remember when I bought this. I kind of just bought it on a whim because I wanted something. So yeah, I need to watch that. This was a gift I got from my girlfriend. It is 12-ounce mouse. This is a custom Blu-ray that contains a lot of the episodes. A very strange little series. So check it out if you want to watch something very kind of what I don't even know what you would fucking call it. It's pretty unique. Got As Above, So Below. This is an older Blu-ray. I remember being pretty captivated with this the first time I watched it. So, and I'll save that for later. I want to try and do like a DVD section. The 4Ks and the Blu-rays are kind of mixed about, as you can tell. I need to upgrade this. This is No Country for Old Men. This was one of those films that were super essential to me becoming a fan of films and kind of doing some more critical thinking and whatnot. And it was just the ending was just, I mean, you had to, take it for what you will, Jeepers Creepers. You all know my history with Jeepers Creepers. Got Hang 'em High. Never seen this, but that's an older Blu-ray that I was gifted a Christmas. So it's an older one I need to rewatch. I forgot that my copy of Hateful Eight had this cool Kurt Russell slipcover. So you got beautiful Kurt Russell there. Hateful Eight is a slow fucking movie, though, from what I remember. So I do need to rewatch it, though. Probably my favorite Miyazaki movie, Howl's Moving Castle, and fucking Best Buy, the bitches they are, like smack right on the fucking slipcover, guys. Like, come on. But at least they didn't do it on the front. I think they did do it on the front for one of my movies that I ordered from them, and I just had to chuck the slipcover because they ruined it. Got a 4K of Hot Fuzz. I need to rewatch the Cornetto trilogy. It's been a really long time since I've watched those. Got Her with Joaquin Phoenix. For whatever reason, this isn't open, but I really fucking loved that movie whenever I first watched it. My pile is just growing and growing. I'm scared. Got Heat on 4K. I still haven't seen it, but that will change soon. Trust me. I fear I'm gonna have to start making my pile back on this desk. I need a, like, holy shit, if you all could see it, I'm fucking crying right now. Got Ip Man 2, which you're probably asking, where's the first Ip Man? I do not own it. This was one of the Big Lots buys, and I saw I had Donnie Yen. I've heard some good things about it, so I was like, yeah, I'll buy it. So, Ip Man 2, without the first Ip Man. Got the Criterion of The Irishman. You want to talk about a long movie, holy shit, but Marty, can't go wrong. Got a 4K of Interstellar because, quintessential bro movie. Actually have not seen it. I know, holy shit, what am I doing? But soon. Got The Invisible Man. This was one of the first movies, one of the last movies I had watched before the pandemic, and I thought it was really good. And I've always had a pretty good soft spot for it. I think it's very good. Now, Lee Cronin's, or not Lee Cronin, what's his fucking name? It is Lee Winnell. Lee Winnell's Wolfman, fucking abysmal ass. Invisible Man, good. I've heard, I was going to say The Mummy, but that's Lee Cronin. Man, too many Lees. Ignore me. Got The Incredible Hulk. This was a gift, so very cool, very cool. And this, my friends, is I believe it's a German copy of Oppenheimer on Steelbook. So, for a while, Oppenheimer was very hard to obtain on physical, and I loved this artwork, so I was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna splurge a little bit. And splurge I did. Got The Gray, Liam Neeson. This is so underrated. I love this movie. Love. Haven't seen this. As you can see, it's a Big Lots buy. The Green Mile. I know, need to watch. Quintessential. Yeah. I watched this in theaters and I enjoyed it. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel on a rewatch, but got a 4K of The Green Knight. It is a beautiful film, so something that needs to be on my radar. Got The Great Gatsby. Got the Grand Budapest Hotel on Criterion, so yay. Okay. Got 4K of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I need to open this because I bet this film would look fucking immaculate on this. And it's just, that is a classic. That's like, yeah, you gotta watch that. Same with this, Goodfellas. This is such an old copy though. Look at that. I need to get a 4K of Goodfellas. I love Goodfellas. Got Shelby Oaks from Chris Stuckman. I got, my chair is covering it, but right back there you can't see, but I got to meet Chris Stuckman. I received that from backing Shelby Oaks, so very cool, very cool. My girlfriend got me this. This is a steelbook of Superman from 2025. So yes, and I love it. I think it's super cool. It has like a little effect when it slides out. So yes, very cool. She also got me this, The Elephant Man, David Lynch. So very cool. Thank you. Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. I had recently watched that and it was okay. A little self-indulgent perhaps, but what can you expect? Trick or Treats, super good. Love Sam. He's just a little guy, and love the werewolf section. If you know, you know. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. This is like a super underrated horror film from the last like 15 years. So, yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it already. And finally, for this series of shelves, got David Lynch's Eraserhead. I remember the first time I watched this, I was just enamored. I mean, I'd never seen anything like it. I never felt such a sense of dread until I seen this. It felt like I had a weight on my chest the entire time. So ever since I'd seen this, I'd been a fan of his. So very cool. And of course, because I suck, I was going to put some of the films back on the shelf, but of course I forgot some. So I got a Criterion of David Lynch's Blue Velvet. This is probably my favorite Lynch film. Whenever I first watched it, I didn't get it. Maybe not even didn't get it, I just wasn't mature enough as far as my love for film to really appreciate this, but now it is my favorite. I love it, and it is so fucking fun in a fucked up way, but you know what I mean. Got Dawn of the Dead. This is essential. Very fun. I think I'm more of a Day of the Dead kind of guy though, but this is cool. It's got all different cuts of the film, so this is a cool one. I think this one might be harder to get now. I'm not sure, but definitely would recommend picking this film up if you haven't seen it yet. Hello. I know nobody cares, but I am editing. And in that clip, I saw the autopsy of Jane Doe, but for whatever reason, I don't think I listed it anywhere. So, again, just my own OCD about this. I know nobody probably cares or would have noticed. And let's just hope to God I didn't forget any other films, because I would go insane. But yes, thanks. Update for an update. I did add Jane Doe, so disregard. I'm going fucking insane. I had realized as I was putting up the films I've already covered, whenever I was going through the bees as in Batman, I forgot to include Batman Mask of the Phantasm, so that is included in the collection and is very good. 2016, Lights Out. Got a Criterion, La Haine. Got a Best Buy Steelbook of La La Land. Got a Steelbook of Jaws on 4K. Got Jackie Brown. It's kind of an older Blu-ray, but still looks good. Got It from 2017, which, by the way, we covered some of Welcome to Derry on the podcast, and that is a very good show. Would recommend. It with Tim Curry, directed by none other than Tommy Lee Wallace. Isle of Dogs. $4K of Joker. I'm really glad they didn't make a unnecessary sequel to that. And it's just a perfect standalone film. Jojo Rabbit. A 4K of John Wick Chapter 4. I'm excited to see where that franchise goes whenever they decide, or if they decide to make more. John Wick 1 through 3 on Blu-ray. In my personal opinion, I thought John Wick Chapter 4 was fucking awesome. I mean, 1 through 3 is good, but I just felt like they kept getting better and better, shockingly enough. Got Jeepers Creepers 3. The less said about that, the better. And I have a double feature of Jeepers Creepers because 2, the Scream Factory copy, is really hard to get. So I just got the double feature. Got a copy of Napoleon Dynamite. Actually, on this Blu-ray, it's got like felt on the actual cover, so that's a super cool little copy. Got My Neighbor Totoro. Have The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. Love him. Got The Mule. Got Memories of Murder, which I still have yet to watch, but am excited to whenever I find time. Got Moon Age Daydream, the David Bowie documentary. Moonlight. Whenever I first saw this, I was absolutely blown away by it. Same goes for this. Modern Times with Charlie Chaplin. Holds up absolutely incredibly. Got a steelbook of Knock at the Cabin. Yes, Knock at the Cabin. Very good. Very good. Probably one of the best Shyamalans in a while. I liked The Visit. I liked Splits. Hated, loathed Old. I never saw Glass, but I definitely need to upgrade this. This is a Blu-ray of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. We ain't fucking with the Hobbits. Got a 4K of Longlegs. I was pretty blown away by this for the first time. In subsequent times, I just think it's a really well-made film. Got Logan on 4K. Got Midsummer. I'll never forget whenever I was gifted this, I'd watched the film way too many times at once, and I kind of got fucking sick of it and never wanted to watch it for years to come. I think I watched it maybe 3 or 4 times in 1 month. So if that tells you anything about me. Got Mean Girls, because of course. A Criterion of Marriage Story, which is a very good date movie. I would recommend watching that with your significant other. Got The Marine with John Cena. Got a Criterion of Malcolm X with it signed by Spike Lee, which unfortunately I didn't get to meet him, but I think he was doing a deal on his website where he was selling signed copies. Got The Magnificent Seven, I think from 2017. This is stellar. Got a 4K of Mad Max Fury Road. I need to get Furiosa because, of course, it is a very good film. Let me see if I can move this stack without collapsing everything. Not a very good film, but Love Me a Goth. Maxine, you want to talk about an absolute wet fart of a end of a trilogy. You'll hear my thoughts on the other films later on, but Maxine, a big poop. Not a big poop. Shaun of the Dead on Steelbook. I think this is just a Blu-ray. I don't believe it's a 4K. Okay, so just a Blu-ray, but it is a very cool Steelbook. So need to upgrade this. Scarface, excellent film, as we all know. Got a 4K Steelbook of Pulp Fiction because that is the greatest movie ever made. Sarcasm. It is good. Inglourious Bastards, I believe, is this a 4K? It is a 4K. This might be the best Tarantino, in my opinion. Let me save that for after these two. So I got Kill Bill Volume 1, Kill Bill Volume 2, and I got a bootleg copy of The Whole Bloody Affair that somebody had made. This was before The Whole Bloody Affair got a theatrical release and is actually supposedly supposed to be getting a 4K. I think later in the year, but I still haven't watched this all the way through. I did watch at the midway point where two would have went into, or one would have went into two rather, and it's solid. You know, if it's not available and bootlegs are something you're open to, I would recommend it just as long as it has good reviews and it's somewhat of a reputable site that you're getting it off of. I think I got this off of eBay, so I've gotten that off of eBay, and I've gotten one other off of Etsy. So just shop at your own discretion. Kiki's delivery service. I haven't been drinking enough. My mouth is a bit dry. Got Kick-Ass on 4K. Gosh, you talk about needing an upgrade. This is only on Blu-ray, but Jurassic Park, I mean, peak. Okay, I got Juno. Got Juice on 4K. This is a super underrated film. If you haven't seen it and you're a fan of like 90s crime thrillers, I would definitely recommend checking this out. It's pretty crazy how good of an actor Tupac was for as little roles that he had. This was one of the recent pickups I got along with those Godzilla films. Ray. And finally, for the K's, I believe, got Knives Out on 4K. So, got Silver Linings Playbook. This copy is fucked. There's a section of the movie where it just freezes, so need to upgrade that. Everybody help me remember. Got a 4K. Gosh, look at how fucked this like slipcover is inside of there. Like, you see all the wrinkles? Like, I can hit off of it with the light. Like, that's crazy. But 4K of The Shining. I need to rewatch this. I recently read the book for the first time all the way through, and it was very good. So there's my review. Got a, I believe, okay, this is just a Blu-ray, but still, Seven Samurai, Akira Kurosawa. Can't go wrong. Got a 3-movie collection of Scream. I'm not a big Scream fan. I know the biggest Scream fan is Tyler. So if you know anything about Scream, ask him. But yeah, Scream through Scream 3. So, yes. Got Raging Bull, Scorsese. This is a 4K copy, so that's going to look very good whenever I crack it open. I've seen it. It is very good. Got Princess Mononoke. Best Buy with the classic sticker on the back. Luckily, it was over the plastic. Schwarzenegger. Predator. Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Absolutely a visual feast and emotional gut punch. Pearl. Absolutely can't go wrong. Originally, I had preferred X, but after subsequent rewatches, I've really come to love Pearl. I do believe it is my favorite of the X trilogy, so there you go. Parasite on Criterion. Believe this is just Blu-ray, but a very cool cover art. See how it's got the holes and whatnot. The Outlaw, Josie Wells. Whatever. This was actually the first 4K I had copped Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's been a super long time since I watched that. Same with this. I do need to rewatch this. Nope. Very much dug this whenever I watched it. Now we're talking about some peak Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase. Like, holy, like, nostalgia. Like, so good, especially when they got their own little multiverse going, you know? running into the old Scooby-Doo cast, Got a 4K of Scott Pilgrim versus the World. This was just my life for many years. Got Saw, 9-film collection. Now, Best Buy did fuck me on this one because this is on the actual slipcover. So, Best Buy, go fuck yourself. How about that? All right. This hasn't been opened, but The Sandlot, I've seen it like once. And, it's iconic. Samurai Champloo, I got a very good ways into this and really dug it. Haven't finished it, so I need to start it all over again, but very good. Rocky, got all of the Rocky films up to Rocky Balboa, so if I need motivation, I'll just watch the first Rocky and it'll just give me a whole new lease on life, really. Some peak right here, the OG Resident Evil, I believe from 2002. I've been talking too much. Got 4K of Reservoir Dogs. This is a very cool cover because whenever you pull it out, it's like the ear, because he cuts off the ear in the film. So, yeah, there you go. 4K of Rebel Without a Cause. Still haven't seen this, but it was like dirt cheap, so I was like, might as well. This recently got a sequel, Ready or Not. I remember seeing this in theaters and very much dug it. And Thor Ragnarok. I remember I was thinking about this today because I knew I was going to be covering it here soon. That Led Zeppelin needle drop is just everything. And time for some absolute nostalgia. I can't remember how I came upon this, but I'm glad I did. Looney Tunes Back in Action. When I was a kid, this went just like triple platinum in my household. So I'm really glad I have it. So it can just sit on my shelf and maybe one day I'll eventually watch it again. And I've never seen this, but you can't go wrong with Denzel the Hurricane, a boxing movie. So there you go. I had come to realize that I forgot more films, so I have kind of a little list here. So I forgot I have the Dirty Harry 4-film collection with Dirty Harry, of course, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, and Sudden Impact. I forgot I had Akira Kurosawa's Ran on Steelbook. Pretty cool. I forgot I had Return of the Living Dead. I shouldn't say I forgot. It's more so it was misplaced, and I have already counted, past where these films would have went on the shelf. So I didn't want to move everything whenever I was putting it back on the shelf. So if that doesn't make sense, sorry. And David Lynch's Lost Highways. So those are the ones that I forgot. And yeah. All right. The Witch by Robert Eggers. A very, very good one. Also by Robert Eggers, Nosferatu. Not by Robert Eggers, Whiplash, in a very cool steel book. A double feature of When a Stranger Calls and Happy Birthday to Me. I've never seen Happy Birthday to Me. I originally got that for the sake of When a Stranger Calls. The Man with No Name trilogy, I do need to upgrade for Fistful of Dollars and for a few dollars more, especially since I already got The Good, the Bad on 4K. Got a Stephen King double feature here of Misery and Carrie. One thing about Stephen King is some of his movies are really good. When you're trying to read the novels that they're adapted from, they're really fucking slow. I've tried to read Misery and am struggling a bit. Got a Wallace and Gromit collection. I love those guys. I'm also a big fan of cheese. Got Unforgiven on 4K. About due for a rewatch of that. I don't even know why I got this. I think it was just kind of like cheap, and I was like, oh, I'll try to watch this. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage. I still haven't seen this, and hasn't even been open. So there you go. Wait Until Dark. This is a excellent early thriller. I believe it came out in like 1967 with Audrey Hepburn. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. Okay. Upgrade. I remember being a pretty big fan of that whenever it came out in theaters. Kind of blew me away. I got Scooby-Doo on Blu-ray. I didn't mention this whenever I had added Scream into the fold, but I recently met Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich from Scream, but Matthew Lillard, just an absolute sweetheart of a guy. Couldn't recommend meeting him enough. Okay, I'm not sure. I have a 2-pack of The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, obviously. I don't really know how this wound up here, so we'll kind of count it, kind of not. Got Thief with James Caan, Michael Mann on Blu-ray. Got The Wolf of Wall Street on 4K. Or my, yeah, Ultra, yeah, 4K. Sorry, guys, can't read. Got True Grits. Kind of hard to see, but there you go. Wild at Heart. I'm really excited to watch this. One of the few Lynches I have to knock off my list. Zombieland. This was a certified classic. When I was a child, I was far too young to be watching Zombieland, but irregardless. Got Shaun of the Sheep. Got a 4-film collection of Ninja Turtles. So, yeah, I got the first 3 Ninja Turtles and got the animated Ninja Turtles from 2007, which I swear I seen in theaters, but can't say for sure because I would have been like 7 years old when that came out because I think it was 2007. Taxi Driver. I love this copy. The Steelbook. Very nice, very nice. Liam Neeson, Taken. Can't go wrong. Let me move this a little bit. Signs on Blu-ray. That was a super influential film in my life and has one of the best scares in it. Got the Unaliving Squad. If you know, you know. No, it is very good. James Gunn, fucking peak. Got a Stone Cold Steve Austin Blu-ray. Probably one of WWE's best documentaries. Got Swamp Thing by Wes Craven. Man, when I watched this, I thought it was fucking terrible. So, there you go. Alright, we're in the Star Wars section. We got Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Empire. A New Hope. Revenge of the Sith on Steelbook. Cool edition. Attack of the Clones. And The Phantom Menace. Okay, I got a giant stack here. I didn't even realize this stack was obstructing the view. My apologies, everybody, but, we're in the home stretch, everybody. You Were Never Really Here with Joaquin Phoenix. I was a big fan of this whenever I first watched it, and I believe the director was Lynn Ramsey, and recently I watched Die My Love with Robert Pattinson and Jennifer Lawrence, and it was also directed by her. Very good. She's an underrated director for sure. Okay, got Watchmen. Walk the Line. Ooh, a nice, crispy, still sealed 4K of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Another bootleg, everybody, of the 2022, I think, 22 or 23 Texas Chainsaw Massacre that was only released on Netflix, but fuck that. And, I haven't tried this yet, but this was one of the ones that I had mentioned that I got off of Etsy, so hopefully it works. We'll see one day. Got Terrifier 2. Big fan of this. It's probably my favorite film in the Terrifier series. Got the original Terrifier. Got Terminator 2 because it is one of the best action films of all time. Stand By Me. Strangers Pray at Night. One of the most underrated horror sequels you can get. So if you've seen the recent Stranger films and you haven't seen Pray at Night is just like fun. It kind of gives like Friday the 13th, like that old 80s slasher energy. Straight Outta Compton. Split. James McAvoy again. X-Men First Class. X. You can see I kind of had this in somewhat of an order before I just took everything down and was like, let's start from the top. The Wrestler. Super underrated. World War Z. I thought we were about to have like a catastrophic accident there. Got The Wolfman on Steelbook. This is a fucking gorgeous Steelbook in my humble opinion. I think this is just Blu-ray, but gosh, it is gorgeous. Yeah. Just a Blu-ray. Got Uncut Gems. If you know me, or you're a fan of the podcast, then you know I'm not a big Adam Sandler fan, but that is a great movie. Train to Busan. Fucking excellent. I need to rewatch this. Akira Kurosawa, Throne of Blood. John Carpenter, They Live. The Whale. Probably one of the most just fucking depressing theater experiences. That's kind of a pattern with Darren Aronofsky. He just shows you just depressing shit. This is Blu-ray, but The Warriors on Steelbook. Got Space Jam on Blu-ray. Man, some of these are dusty, my lord. Skinamarink, a favorite of the podcast. Spirited Away. Luckily, Best Buy didn't fuck me on this one. It's on the plastic part that hasn't been opened yet, so thank you. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I desperately need Across the Spider-Verse, but I love Into the Spider-Verse. It's probably it's close up there with my favorite Spider-Man films. Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Homecoming. And like I told you, the 2-movie collection of Amazing Spider-Mans. Don't know why this is thrown in there, kind of in the middle, but Silence of the Lambs on Criterion. Pretty gorgeous copy, if I do say so myself. The Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. Peak. Sound of Metal on Criterion. This is a super underrated film and absolutely brutal, beautiful. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. and Smokey and the Bandit. Bandit? Said it kind of weird. Bandit. Okay, so we got those. Let me grab some DVDs if I can not create a catastrophic accident. I was going to say I've done this before, but I definitely have not. So this is the 2003 Hulk. I have some nostalgia for this. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but the thing about DVDs is the menu screens and the advertisements are just perfect. I mean, they're so like they're a window into, the time period that it came out. So there's that. Got a lenticular cover of Spider-Man 3. That's pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Got a DVD of Scooby-Doo. For a while, there wasn't a Blu-ray release of this, just DVD, but recently they came out with a Blu-ray, but irregardless. Stray Dog, Akira Kurosawa. I just read the log line for it, and it's a detective story, and it just seemed really cool, so I was like, yeah, let me get that. This is from, I think, kind of like the 90s Spider-Man era, but it's Spider-Man Return of the Green Goblin. And I watched those a good bit as a kid, the 90s animated Spider-Man. Of course, not when they were on, but reruns and such. Got David Lynch's Dune, or Dune, D-U-N. But, yeah, I just came across this in one of those like $5, $7 movie bins, and I was like, yeah, don't have it. So a Charlie Brown Christmas that recently got some use. I say recently, but months ago. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. This is super nostalgic. The Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby. This includes, what does it include? The Incredible Hulk Returns and the Trial of the Incredible Hulk. And on the back, you got Glorious Thor and Daredevil. So that's fun. I got this because, yeah, of course. Chicken Run, which I never seen, but Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Duh. That's a absolute classic if you haven't seen it. I forgot about this. This was kind of on the tip of my tongue too, but The Death of the Incredible Hulk with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. I guess my parents were just a fan of the series because I think I just straight up inherited these DVDs, thankfully. So 30 Days of Night, super underrated vampire film. X-Men 1.5, I guess. It's in a cool cover, so there you go. And finally, Daredevil, which I think we covered it in a recent, well, not a recent pod, but we covered it in a pod before. Not as bad as, it's normally made out to be, but this is where shit gets serious because I'm busting into some of my big box set collection stuff. So first off, I got this Criterion of the Showa era Godzilla films. Logan, my pal, got me this, and it is just a fully comprehensive collection of all the Showa Godzilla films, and it's got artwork for each of the films, and it's just very, very nice to look at. A lot of cool stuff happening in here, and it's the best way to collect the Showa era Godzilla films, in my opinion. So, okay, I about lost it. Got the Universal Monsters. It is a 30 film Blu-ray set. So it's got literally Like, those are all of the films it has. It's absolutely unreal how much they packed into that. So there's that. Let me get this out of the way. All right, so this is a Scream Factory Friday the 13th collection, of course, compiling all of the Friday the 13ths. I remember this was like the must-buy of must-buys for me whenever it had first dropped, and all the films have slip covers, reversible slip covers and whatnot, so that's very fun. This is kind of could be lumped into with the DVDs, but I forgot about this. The Royal Tenenbaums, and it's still got a Hollywood video sticker, I believe, so that's fun, nostalgic. Got a Criterion of Bruce Lee. This includes, what all does this include? It's called His Greatest Hits. So it includes The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, Enter the Dragon, and Game of Death. So it's pretty comprehensive. Got the Godfather trilogy on 4K. Got the Lighthouse A24 edition on 4K Blu-ray, I believe. And this is pretty neat because it's got like storyboards, script writings, a lot of cool behind the scenes stuff. So if you're a fan of that movie, and if it's still available, I would definitely recommend that. Recent buy, got Nightmare on Elm Street collection. A lot of those I still haven't seen, so definitely need to hop on that. The recent Planet of the Apes trilogy, Rise, Dawn, and War. Got that. And to lump in with the Universal Monster films I already have, this includes Dracula, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, and The Wolfman on 4K. So yes, I have like 3 copies of The Wolfman. I got the Before trilogy, Criterion. This is probably one of the most beautiful film series, and also this edition is beautiful. I mean, if you're a fan of those films and you haven't got that, then get on it, All right, this is a James Bond collection. It was on sale. It goes back all the way from Dr. No up until Spectre, so it's just covering, not covering No Time to Die, so that's a good one. All right, got The Sopranos on Blu-ray, just one of my all-time favorite shows. Also, along with Twin Peaks on Blu-ray, so you can't go wrong with that. Man, I forgot about this. I think I got this on a deal too, but this is a Planet of the Apes complete collection on 4K, so this is dating back, all the way to the original Planet of the Apes films and the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes. Yeah, that's all of them right there. So I'll add in a shot of this just random Texas Chainsaw Massacre truck that I was gifted. It just has, I think it has a couple different cuts of the original film, but the gimmick is it's in a truck. It's in the truck from the end of the film. So yeah, holy shit, that was all of them. So man, I didn't think I'd ever be done with that. So that's cool. Thanks for watching. Bye.